Women Now is made possible by El Camino Hospital, Pandit Parashar, Building Kids, Ultimate Lounge, Yup TV, Intero, Calcos Financials, and Gulati Financials.
Good morning, viewers, and welcome to Women Now. Today on Women Now, we have a special treat for you. We have a very, very special treat for you. We have Bollywood singing legend Kavita Krishnamurthy Subramaniam. And then at the end of the show, as always, a small cooking tip from Shilpi on Cook Now. It's going to be a great show as usual. Don't grab the remote, don't do anything, I promise. Great show. Well, Women Now viewers, each week we try to give you different wonderful stories. You guys have been sending us in ideas for topics that range from social issues to things that are important to you, and of course, entertainment. Well, one of the legends of entertainment from the Bollywood music industry, Kavita Krishnamurthy Subramaniam, was here on tour right in San Francisco, and here she is with me joining as a special to Women Now. Kavita ji, thank you so much. Namaste. Thank you for joining us.
Pleasure.
So, let's get right to it. How is the tour going so far?
Well, it's not a very arduous tour as such.
Okay.
I'm here for 3 concerts and I've finished 2. And being in San Francisco is always wonderful because I think it's one of the most beautiful cities in US. For me, it's the best city.
That's great to know.
And apart from that, I have my friends here in San Francisco, and so it makes me home. It makes me feel like home, and when I perform here, it gives me a sense of great happiness.
Oh, that's so nice to know. And then in San Francisco, you mentioned that it was Papilleri. How did that go? Have you been on stage with him before? Or?
Yes. I've known Babita for many years, from the time I sang for a song called Ye Dil, Main Dil Tu Dhadkan.
Okay.
That was probably around 83, 84, I sang a song for him.
Okay.
From that time, I have been working for Babita for many years. I've sung a lot of songs in movies, and I've done shows with him within India, in Dubai, in all these places.
Okay.
And he is a very, very hardworking composer, artist, and a very strong voice on stage.
Yes.
Yeah, his voice just carries through.
I've seen him in concert a few times, and he's pretty powerful.
Yeah,
but
he's a very nice person, very, very, very sincere in what he does.
And different to work with on stage and live shows than you worked with him as a director for
As a music director, he's very easy.
Okay.
In the sense, once he's taught you the melody, he is not very uptight about what grace notes you take. And if you take a little harkat murki here and there, he's quite appreciative of it. There are certain other music directors like, let's say Lakshmikant Pyarelal, who are very, very firm about what you should sing. Even Khayyam Saab, Nayyar Saab. There are people who will say, Kavita ji, ye hamari style ki harkat nahi hai.
Wow.
Aap ye hamare gaane mein mat lijiye. They will say that very straight.
So you actually have to prepare for these particular
We have
directors?
to rehearse, and every grace note is marked. And if I do take a little bit embellishments on my own, if they keep quiet, it means it's approved.
Wow.
You know? Even Naushad Saab is very strict.
Wow.
Yeah, working with these people, I think the old music directors, I think what their forte was, that they wanted to know कि this song सुनने से ही लगता है कि this is Khayyam Saab का गाना, this is Madan Mohan's song, this is Shankar Jaikishan's song, this is Lakshmikant, this is S.T. उनके स्टाइल से पता चल जाता था. But then later on, what happened is some of the younger music directors, if the singer's personality sometimes comes through the song. Whereas earlier I would feel all the singers brought out the personalities of the music director.
Wow, so there's a big difference.
Yes, there is a
big
difference.
difference. Now let's go back a little bit. Let's do a little bit of rewind. When did you start, when did you wake up and say, wow, I'm going to be me, this, a performer artist? Were you young when you started music? Give us a little bit of
Well,
a
let me tell
background.
you, it's not a very, very dramatic decision that I made. The
Okay.
dramatic decision was made more by my aunt, Mrs. Pratima Bhattacharya, who brought my Bengali aunt, who brought me up. One day she woke up to the fact that I had won a few medals as a child. I was in Delhi, brought up in Delhi, and I used to learn Hindustani classical along with my brother and my sister. And she felt, suddenly she said, no, isko Indian Foreign Service वगैरह नहीं चाहिए, because my father was in government service. He said, no, I'm taking her to Bombay. And I, like a very obedient girl, went with her to Bombay, joined college. And music was a great hobby, but I really never thought it would be a profession, because I had dreams of being in IFS, exotic postings and things like that. But what really changed it was when I used to sing for college day functions. The first function we had Geeta Dutt ji and Hemant Kumar. And then Hemant Das said, come and sing with me on stage. And then I also, because of a friend who was Guru Dutt's younger brother, who was into advertising, Vijay Padukone, he said, there's a jingle with Geeta Dutt. She's doing the Hindi version, you do the Bengali version for me, the Tamil version for me.
Wow.
And when I faced the recording mic, then I went with Hemant Kumar to Udaipur to do my first show. I don't know what happened. It was just like a miracle, I said, my God, I love music. And I think my aunt made the right decision. And when I finished college, when I finished my graduation, I told my dad, I said, Dad, I think I want to do music. I don't think I want to study anymore. I want to be in music. And I slowly got into it.
Okay.
And then I met all these great people like Manade, Mukesh, Talat Saab. These are the people with whom I used to do concerts.
Well,
and
you were
see
just a
Ramchandra
kid then.
ji.
You must have just been a kid.
Well, I was a teenager.
Yeah, but a kid, really. And then obviously, so let's do this. Let's take a short break, and then we'll
Sure.
be back with Kavita Krishnamurthy Subramaniam after these messages.
CalCos Financial Corporation was established in 1990, and since then we have been providing outstanding mortgage services to real estate professionals, builders, and individual homeowners who are buying and refinancing their mortgages. We assure you of a best and outstanding service.
For more information, contact Roger Bakshi at CalCos Financial at 510-552-6117.
Galati Financial. We work with an independent broker-dealer with no predisposition towards any firm or products. Unlike large Wall Street firms who may have a conflict of interest, we truly represent you with no bias whatsoever. Our value offerings are customized to your personal needs. Our systems are transparent and inspire complete confidence in our clients. We've been doing what is right for you since 1982.
We are always here for you.
For an astrological reading to see what the future holds for you, get advice on career, family, relationships, and life's unexpected surprises.
Call Pandit Parashar with over 35 years experience.
Finding the right home in Silicon Valley can be challenging due to its diverse and dynamic landscape. We understand your needs and can help you narrow down your search and find you the right home that fits your requirements. Call us today.
For more information, please contact Kajal Shahani at Intero Real Estate Services 510-304-6754 or visit us at www.kajalshahani.com.
Come and experience the hottest and happening. The one and only LED Glow Bar and Restaurant in the Bay Area. Visit theultimatelounge-gp.com. 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 Also enjoy unique dim sum style dining. Don't forget to mention this ad to get your complimentary ultimate beverage. Theultimatelounge-gp.com. Theultimatelounge-gp.com. Theultimatelounge-gp.com.
Viewers, welcome back. Once again, joined by the living legend, Kavita Krishnamurthy Subramaniam. So, Kavita ji, when we left off before the break, we're talking about the evolution of how you got to stage. So let's talk about, okay, you've made it through college and you're saying, okay, Dad, this is the deal. When did you get your first break in the industry?
Much earlier than I expected.
Okay.
It was not, I wouldn't call it a break, but it was something that was so unexpected. I was in the first year of college.
Okay.
I had probably just finished the first year of college, and I got a call from Hemant Kumarji saying, Kavita, come to the studio tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. This is Raj Kamal studio, come there. There's a recording, and if you need to bunk college, you need to bunk college.
Wow.
And I reached there, and he just taught me 2 lines of a Tagore song.
Okay.
In his harmonium, he taught me, and I was really like a schoolgirl. So I just sat very quietly, just trying to ratta my lines. And it was 30 minutes, 45 minutes, nothing was happening. So very gently I asked him, I said, Hemanda, are we waiting for someone? He said, yeah, Lataji will come right now, and she's going to sing the song with you. I died. I literally died. You won't believe it. My hands went cold. And as he said this, the door opened and this lady in this vision in white walked in, with Lata Mangeshkar. And she's been my icon, and I just couldn't believe it that I was seeing her. She came and she sat down very quietly, learnt the whole song so quickly. And then then go to the recording booth. The musicians are, and I'm seeing a singer's booth. And the final rehearsal, and then the first take. No, sorry, it was a final rehearsal, and I forgot my lines, because I was so engrossed in watching how she's singing that when my lines came, then suddenly I heard Hemanta saying, what happened? Why didn't you sing? I said, oh, I'm so sorry. And then I just remembered Lataji just looking at me like that and smiling and putting her glasses back. I'll never forget that day. Then I recorded that song. So this was a film called Shriman Prithviraj in Bengali. So my first, technically my first playback singing was in Bengali.
Okay.
Then cut to 1976.
Okay.
I sang a song for a film called Kadambari.
Okay.
But the music director was Vilayat Khan Saab. But he was not around.
Okay.
No, he was
not around. So he'd already composed the music?
No, he didn't.
Acha.
I had this recording engineer saying, Kavita ji, there's one song that has to be done. Can you come tomorrow? Just come. I said, okay. I reached there and they said, you have to sing Aayega Aane Wala, Lata ji's song. It's like Shabana ji is getting into a party and she's singing this song. People ask her to sing, so she sings Aayega Aane Wala.
And then you're going to be the voice behind Shabana ji.
Shabana ji. This is my first song for Shabana ji.
Okay.
That was in 76.
Okay. Now I remember when we met about 10 years ago, we were talking about Hava Hawaii. What was the significance behind that? Because that was like
Hava Hawaii didn't come very easily for me.
Okay.
Hawa mein ghum raha tha.
Okay.
It took some time to come towards me.
All right.
It started off again in 78 when Hema Malini ji's mother introduced me to Lakshmikant Pyarlal saying, she's Hema's cousin, why don't you give her a song?
Okay.
So they looked at me and they said, when they have Lata Mangeshkar, why would they want anybody else,
right.
But they called me and they said, your song will not be kept in the final album. And as I said that, I sang a song, and I remember, I think it was a song called Batli ko tod de, sharab ko chhod de.
I remember that.
That was Lata ji's song. Correct,
I remember that.
And then I sang the song. This was my first recording with Lakshmikant Pyarlal. But the advantage was I was singing with 80 members of an orchestra.
Sure.
So, the fear of singing with so many people actually, and also the fear that you shouldn't make a mistake. If you make a mistake, the orchestra has to redo the song for you.
Because it's all live.
It's all live. So there was
No
a tension
computers.
that if any mistakes happen, it shouldn't be from my side.
Okay.
So that,
Right.
it was a very good training ground. This continued 1979, Mang Bharo Sajna, I sang a song. Again, that was supposed to be sung by Lata ji, but ultimately when the album came in the market, they had retained my voice, and that was Kahe Ko Byahi Vides Lakhi Babul Mure. And from 79, again, I kept on dubbing songs for Lata ji.
Okay.
Then 84, Pyar Jhukta Nahi.
Yes.
Tumse Milkar.
Yes.
The child version, I remember K.C. Bukadia and S.H. Bihari saying, नहीं कविता जी ये तुम आपकी आवाज़ में रखेंगे, ये बच्चे को बहुत सूट होगा, आप बच्चे की तरह इसको गाइए.
Okay.
And if you manage to sing like a child, we will keep the song in your voice.
Okay.
Of course, I tried to do my best and it got retained.
Yes.
And then cut to Hawa Hawai. Again, they said Asha ji is going to sing this song.
Oh, it was Asha ji. Okay.
But then I remember we all worked on the song and I did this song. And 3 months later, I got a call saying, Kavita ji, आपके Lakshmi ji आपसे बात करेंगे. His secretary. Then he says, Lakshmi ji said, आपको मैं खुशखबरी दे रहा हूँ कि this song is going to be kept in your voice.
And wow, and what a hit it was.
And that actually made a difference to my career. After
So
Hawa
that was
Hawai, I really started getting work. Everybody said, okay, there's some new singer in the...
Wow. Now let's move forward because there's so much to cover. Let's go to Devdas. Let's talk about working with Ismail Darbar. I know off camera you told me that
but
you
my first film was Hum Dil De Chuke Sanam.
Oh yeah, so let's go back to that then. We talked about that. So
Well,
let's talk about that.
I think Ismail is a very, very sensitive music director.
Okay.
He's a wonderful violinist.
Yes.
So
And I heard that you like violinists a little
yes,
bit
I
too.
do. The reason being, they are very conscious of pitch, you know.
Okay.
When you sing for a violinist, they're always looking at the sur. कि सुर ठीक लग रहा है कि नहीं. कविता जी सुर कम लग रहा है, कविता जी सुर शार्प लग रहा है. इस्माइल का भी यही चक्कर था. But the thing is, what I liked about him, he was totally original in his, थोड़ा खिचखिच भी है, लेकिन very, very original in his approach. And for Hum Dil De Chuke Sanam, he gave me Nimbuda, he gave me Hum Dil De Chuke Sanam title song, then he gave me Dholi Taro Dhol, then he gave me the other song, Aankhon Ki Gustakhiyan.
Okay.
So every song was different composition, and with the orchestra session, and he and Sanjay Leela Bansali really vibed very well, and the songs came out very well. And the same thing happened in Devdas. They both really are so good. Sanjay understands Ismail, and Ismail really understands Sanjay. So even in Devdas, I got good songs, Mar Dala, then I got Dola Re Dola, Kahe Chhed, which was Birju Maharaj Saab's contribution, and another song which I really liked the way Ismail composed it, that was Hamesha Tumko Chaha.
Oh yes.
Very nice composition in Yaman, but so nice. So I think Ismail is very talented, and I wish he would do more films.
Yes, but again, things have changed. So let's take a short break and we'll come back to that right with Kavita Krishnamurthy Subramaniam after these messages. Thanks.
Yup TV. It's unbelievable. At $9.99 a month, world's largest Indian internet television provider, Yup TV. 170 plus ethnic channels like Zee TV, Star Plus, Life OK, Sun TV, and many more. 12 plus languages and with time zone flexibility. Get unlimited Bollywood and regional movies from a huge library of thrillers, romantic, action, and comedy flicks. Now never miss a show or an event. With Catch Up TV, access all your favorite programs for the past 10 days. No more DVRs, no satellite dish, no cable box, no installations. Just high-speed internet is what you need to connect to the world of Yup TV. Enjoy your favorite dramas, Indian news, celebrity shows, live events anywhere, anytime on your smart TVs, set-top boxes, Blu-ray players, gaming consoles, tablets, computers, or smartphones. All this with a single subscription for multiple devices for just $9.99 a month. Oh, it's unbelievable! Yes, $9.99 a month only. Log on to www.yaptv.com or just call 1866 663 7557 to subscribe now.
Yup TV, my world travels with me.
Welcome back, viewers. Once again, the living legend, Kavita Krishnamurthy Subramaniam. So, Kavita ji, we've already bridged we've tried to cover like a whole time warp, just a fraction of the career. Let's talk about what's going on now. Where is music going now? What's happening to it? What do you see? The reach is greater than it used to be with social media and YouTube and the whole 9 yards. What's happening today?
Well, if you ask me what's happening to my music, relevance is to my music.
Of course.
Well, I would say that, of course, I got to sing in Bollywood a lot of songs.
Yep.
And now recently, these last few years, it's all the new singers who have taken over. And for us, for my generation of singers, I haven't been able to sing a lot of nice songs.
Okay.
I have sung a few songs in between, but I wouldn't say they have made a mark. Like maybe Rockstar Mangal Pandey, theek hai.
Okay.
But nothing phenomenal. But the point is now, after working in the Bollywood industry for so many years, I don't have the hankering to say that I need to sing 10 songs a year or 15 songs a year. That desperate need to sing in Bollywood is gone. Because right now I feel I've reached a stage in life where I would actually like to sing songs which have very good lyrics. For me now, honestly, I really want to do a very good ghazal album if I can. And I would like to do some spiritual singing if I can. And even if it is fusion or anything which still makes me feel like a student and makes me work the way I would have worked 20 years ago for a Lakshmikant Pyarlal song or for an R.D. Burman song. That anxiety, can I do it? I would like to feel that anxiety now when I'm working.
So can I jump over then? Do you find that anxiety on stage with your husband, the great Dr. L. Subramaniam?
No,
how's that? What's that like?
It's not easy to be with him on stage.
Sure.
He just shrugs and he's like, if it's a fusion piece, he'll say, okay, since I don't know Western music, like even when the improvisation is on, there are certain harmonies going behind. But when it comes to my singing in a fusion, they would stop the harmony and the tanpura comes on. So it's the tonic sa for me. The sa doesn't change for me.
Sure.
Because he knows I will not be able to really match all the harmonic changes since I don't understand Western music like that. But he'll say, okay, you just do an alab. But the thing is, being a classical musician and a musician of his caliber, when it is one phrase, they have 10 phrases in mind.
Wow.
Whereas all these years, I've got used to crooning 4-minute songs composed by somebody else.
Yes.
And my interpretation for the actress. So my work has been different. So suddenly for me to stand on stage with all these people and just improvise freely, it's very, very tough. And I keep complaining. I'll say, look, I haven't learned classical music like you guys, and what do you expect? And he'll say, no, there's nothing that you can't do if you give and he says, what's stopping you from practicing now? Because even now, after so many years, they'll sit for 3 hours at night and practice.
That's amazing.
There is, for us, it's different.
Sure.
But I'm very grateful that he's there, because he makes me, like, I've sung for orchestras now. I never thought I'll have a conductor conducting and I'll have an orchestra and I'll sing something. I sang with the Beijing Symphony Orchestra for the first time in my life, and both the presidents were there, the Indian president and the Chinese. Well, I really was very scared, because if I miss one cue, the entire orchestral thing goes wrong. And what happens is, I don't read Western music.
Yes.
So I can't write my songs in Western music. So when Indian music mein bhi likhti hu, how do I write exactly number of bars, etc., etc.? I'm more used to memorizing things and singing.
Right.
So, but I'm so grateful, because now also when it comes to fusion, suddenly when I was in Lincoln Center and I was working with George Duke and Stanley Clark, and they just started, and suddenly they announced my name and they said, Kavita, join us in this song. But I was very scared, but I'm happy that these things are happening, because I sometimes feel that, it makes me really want to work harder. And I think that's very important for a musician, because it's not always about being successful or getting laurels. I think the path of music, you should never feel you're stagnating. The feeling shouldn't be that you're stagnating. The feeling should be that, oh my God, I don't know so many things now. Where do I learn? Okay, let me try this, And I think that's what I found even about Asha Bhosle and all these artists, and Manna Dey Uncle, all these people, they faced challenges all their lives, and that's what I like about being with an artist like my husband. He never allows me to be complacent about my music. Even now he is capable of turning and saying, stage में जाके आँख बंद करके correct सुर लगाना.
Really? Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, I think that's very important to have musicians who do music not with commercial success in mind all the time.
But doesn't commercial success come from the depth in the music? Isn't it that you can't think of commercial success, you think about the music first, and the commercial success follows?
Follows,
right?
That's what it is.
So that's the real way to do
that's
it.
That's what Amin Sayani ji told me when I was first in college. He told my mother, Mummy, aap is ladki ko kyun leke aaye? Why did you bring her to Bombay? Do you want her to be very famous? So when Amin ji asked this question, my aunt said, you know, my aunt who was she's my icon and she's the one who struggled with me for my music. She said, Nay, I want my daughter to sing well. If she sings well, I'm convinced that she'll get work. But she first must learn to sing well. I think that's important, and I think I'm still trying. I'm still trying to do as well as I can.
And one last thing, so one last thing to the camera, if you will. If you were to give all of this advice, and this is really advice too, and that you're sharing your feelings, there's so many young children in, you know, America and all the places that are learning music, they're studying Hindustani classical music, Bollywood singing.
Yeah.
Taking all of that, is there one bit of advice that you would give them that you would say, this is what, you know, for the right reasons? You just explained it, but what would you say to them about music?
I just feel that, you know, when music is given to you as a gift, it comes from God. So first you must have faith, and then you start working with your eyes closed and not worry about anything around you except what your notes, how they are responding to you, how they are talking to you, your music, how it actually has a conversation with you through the years. And finally, of course, you have to be very honest with yourself, very honest with your music. You must know your weaknesses and your strength, and I'm sure God will take care of it.
That's exactly what I was looking for. Thank you so much for taking time out of your precious schedule.
Thank you so much to all the listeners.
Really, really appreciate it. And continued success. We're all your fans. We
Thank you,
adore
and
you.
good luck for your music
too.
I look forward to hearing much more and more and more as the
Thank you
years
so
go.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you. We now take you to the cooking recipes of Shilpi on Cook Now.
Hello everyone, welcome to Cook Now with Shilpi Amit on WomenNow. Today I'm back with another quick and easy snack recipe, cheese kachori. Kachori is a famous Indian street food and can be made in many ways. To give it a little twist, we are going to stuff these kachori with cheese. These kachoris are crispy from outside and soft and cheesy from inside. So let me show you how to make these yummy cheese kachoris. Let's have a quick look at ingredient list first. Let's prepare the mixture for the outer layer first. For this I'll take 2/3 cup of mixture of grated Monterey Jack and cheddar cheese. To this I'll add 2/3 cup of all-purpose flour or maida. Here I have 1/4 cup of fine chopped onions, 1 teaspoon of red chili flakes, 2 to 3 pinches of baking soda, 1 tablespoon of fine chopped coriander leaves, 1/4 cup of thick yogurt, some Italian seasoning. I'll add little salt. Remember, cheese is already salted, so we do not put too much of salt. Let's mix everything together. And now I'll knead it like a dough with my hands. Remember to use only thick yogurt in this recipe because we do not want dough to be too loose. As you can see, nice and soft dough is ready. Let me show you the stuffings. Today I'll be using grated cheese and cream cheese for the stuffing. You can use any cheese of your choice for the stuffing. Now let's fill the stuffing and make the kachoris. For this I'll take small portion of the dough and pat it and spread it a little bit. Now I'll try to make it a kind of a bowl, and I'll take some cream cheese stuffing and put it in the center and cover it like this. Make sure to seal it completely. Gently roll it and make sure there are no open surfaces. Now let's make one kachori with cheese stuffing. Make sure there are no cracks or open surfaces. This way we will make all the kachoris in ball shape. Now the balls are ready. I'll give them kachori shape. For this I'll put some oil in my hand and rub it between my palms. Now gently roll the balls and press them softly. I'll do same with the others. Now the kachoris are ready. Let's deep fry them. For this I've heated the oil at medium heat and now I'll fry few kachoris at a time. Make sure not to overcrowd them so they are easy to handle. We will leave them in oil for some time before turning. Now after a couple of minutes I'll turn them over. We will cook the kachoris till they become golden brown and crispy. Kachoris look nice brown and crispy. Let's take them out. You can serve these kachori with spicy coriander chutney, ketchup, or even try them with ranch. Here is a quick tip. Sometimes when we fry snacks in the oil, they fall apart. To avoid this, make sure there are no open surfaces, all the corners are properly sealed, and the temperature of oil is not too hot or too cold. And even if they break in the oil, just add freshly made breadcrumbs or corn flour to the mixture for more binding and deep fry them again. Hope you liked today's recipe. See you next time on Cook Now with Shilpi Amit on Women Now.
Well, viewers, we hope you enjoyed the show. And as always, if you have any comments or suggestions, please email them to us at info@womennow.tv. Please like us on Facebook, and we'd love to hear from you. Until next week, we'll see you then. Take care.